fire. We got to push the big red button here. We got Boston Rob here on the line on the Sports Set presented by Rally House. Boston Rob, I'm so sorry that we kept you on for so long. What's the word today?
Yeah, you keep running your mouth. I was about drooling on the damn phone, about to fall asleep. Give me a break. But I do want to say this before we start the conversation. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Alexis Bavanco. Happy birthday to you.
That was beautiful.
You get snaps here for Boston
I
Rob.
I was expecting a standing ovation, not some friggin'
Well, actually, no, I'm wearing shorts today. You can't. There's no standing ovation here. But thank you, Boston Rob. We appreciate you, brother.
Anyways, let's move on. So I'll tell you what, Winter finally came on a couple of minutes ago before you started your show. He got the crying towels out. Winter, how did that taste? How'd that taste right there, baby? How about them Celtics? I know he's listening. Crying.
Hold on, Boston Rob. Can we get your opinion? What went wrong here on Saturday? Can we get your official opinion? Because I see Kevin Winter. He out of the corner of my eye, I see him looking over, and he's telling me he looks at me with like these sad eyes, and I think you're a little bit more fired up. So I want to ask you, what went wrong here for the Celtics first round exits?
He's probably giving me the death stare, but regardless of that, I'll tell you what, it was just bad basketball. I told Winter the other day I wanted to see the Magic against the Celtics in the East Final. It would have been a hell of a matchup, and we could have talked about it throughout the final, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. I told Charlie that I thought the Celtics were going to win too, but I'll tell you what, really bad offense. The same thing like the Magic in Game 6. I was yearning and burning for that Magic victory, especially in Game 6, but Paolo nowhere to be found. We have no veteran leadership, and that's what we need, honestly, with the Magic. And, I want to move on from the Magic, but I'll tell you what, the Magic need a veteran on there, a seasoned veteran, an old man that can go out there and say that I've won a championship before, whoever the heck it is, and get those young guys together, because I'll tell you what, it was horrendous. And Jamal Mosley is a joke. And I heard you talking about him earlier on. It was time to get rid of Jamal Mosley. There was no respect for Jamal Mosley. Nobody liked Jamal Mosley. 3 years in a row, first-round exits. 2 series out of the 3, the Cavaliers in 24 and then in 26 this year. We should have won both of those series, and we lost. That's got to go on the coach. If you watch the Magic throughout the year, their offense sucked. S-U-K-E-D. Wow, I can't spell. I got to go back to school. But it was really terrible. So Jaylen Brown talking about, and this is what I want to get your opinion on, this and one other thing, both of you guys. Jaylen Brown was talking about the referees being investigated. Well, if you go back to 2002, Game 6 between the Kings and the Los Angeles Lakers, that game was rigged. If the Kings went to the final, which they should have, and played the New Jersey Nets in the finals, they would have kicked their behind left and right, front and back. But unfortunately, the game was rigged, and that's a factual thing. That's not just something I made up.
Kevin Winter brings up a good point here, Boston Rob. We weren't even born yet. I wasn't born until 05.
So we love to give our insight, but I don't even think we were in the womb at that point.
No, I don't think it was a thought.
Well, listen, you got to study your history, and that's what it's all about. Hey, Macy, great job on the pregame the other day. I listened. It was a good job. The rest of the game, I don't know so much about that, but you did a good job. But what the hell happened? Yeah, what the hell happened with Gators softball, by the way? Losing 2 out of 3 to Georgia. I know Georgia's a good team, but come on, man. You can't go into the SEC tournament like that. And what do you guys think that they're going to do in the SEC tournament? Losing 2 out of 3, that was horrendous. And who are they going to play? I was looking, I couldn't find it. I just said the game was in Kentucky.
Yeah, I think that some of those placements are still coming out, but I think what they need to do is find that fire they had at the beginning of the season. I mean, these Gators came out absolutely like powerhouse. I had no other word but powerhouse. They were undefeated for so long. Obviously, that streak had to come to an end at some point. But still, it's just crazy. I think that fire they kind of lost throughout the season. I think, burnout happens, things dwindle. I think this was a wake-up call for them. I mean, hey, like getting run ruled in your last regular season game, insane. And I mean, they were on a roll to begin with. Like, I was talking to Charlie Jones, who was actually in here producing for me when I did that. And I was like, Charlie, I'm not worried. We were like 3 innings in. I was like, oh, they've got this. I was like, let me start writing the box score show. I'm saying, oh, I'm so excited the Gators are going to win. And then one happened. And then another happened. And I said, you know what? Someone let the dogs out because the Gators are not winning this one today. I mean, I was hopeful, but it didn't happen. So I think they need to find that fire they had at the beginning of the season. Yeah. And who knows? You might see an absolute powerhouse in the SEC tournament.
Well, the Baja Men let the dogs out. Listen to that song. That's an oldie but a goodie.
I know that one. Don't worry. Study up on my history for that one.
Last things last. I was told by a little birdie, because I was listening to the show earlier, that your birthday's coming up, Macy May. When's your birthday coming up? Tell the audience. Come on, let it all out.
So, I'm a Sagittarius over here. I'm not that big into zodiac signs, but I know that means my birthday's in December. So Alexis might be a little early on that one. If by tomorrow you mean in over 6 months, then yes.
But answer me this: is it not better to stay ready so you don't have to get ready? If we stay ready for Macy's birthday, once it comes around in December, we'll be there. We'll be ready.
Well, we'll all have to plan about getting a birthday present, so we got enough time for Macy to get her a birthday present. We got 6 months, so we'll plan on that. We'll discuss over the summer goes, Alexis.
Sounds
good. Thank you, Boston Rob.
All right, guys. Catch you later. Have a great day.
You as well.
You, Boston Rob. Listen, we got to go over to break now, but Tony, stay on the line. We got more conversations about Arch Manning and NIL coming up here on the Sports Side. Plus,